This is Michael Gerace with Michelangelos Services Inc. It is May 9th, 2026. We are performing a sewer inspection from the 4-inch cast iron cleanout. It is on the left-hand side of the house, right back by the water heater area toward the left-hand side of the house as you're facing the house from the street. And we are located at 4219 4219 North Figueroa Street, Los Angeles, California, 90065. We're going to begin running our camera through the cleanout and attempt to get all the way out to the city sewer. We were told that the lateral has been lined with a CIPP cured in place piping sewer liner. Gonna just wash off our camera lens real quick. Okay, this is the back of the house, and here's the water heater cabinet, and this area is going out toward the front of the property. Gonna set our camera right at the opening of the sewer cleanout. We're going to zero out our camera monitor right here so we get a good accurate reading. Okay, we're zeroed out. We have some water running. We can hear that. We may end up having to have the folks inside shut the water off while we're inspecting. Let's take a look. Okay, we're running through cast iron. A little hard time getting in right here. Okay, now we're running through the cast iron. This is outside. Comes out of the foundation on this left-hand side of the house. We have older cast iron, it appears. We don't see any holes in it or anything. All looks to be in fair and maintainable condition. A little bit rough, which is common for cast iron. Then we have a section of ABS plastic that was installed here. Looks like we have some fittings. A little bit of an offset there at the top. Probably use a Fernco, F-E-R-N-C-O, all rubber band, which they kind of tend to want to slip a little bit. They will give. They're all rubber. We generally use a really stout band. It's a rubber polyurethane band with stainless steel wrapped around it. Heavy duty stainless steel keeps it in place. But right now it's dropping down into the line, which will not pose a problem. As long as it doesn't give any more than this, you should be fine. And we can locate this area as well. We'll locate that on the way back at about 25 feet or so. We're going to continue to push out. Now we have a section of ABS plastic going out toward the lateral that is right next to the gate on the side street on the right hand side of the house. We have ABS plastic. All the joints and everything appear to be in fair and maintainable condition. Going out toward the lateral in the street, and we were told that, as I said, that it has a liner in the sewer. I'm gonna continue to push out. Take a look. That joint's a little bit offset there. I think it was put together with a Fernco band as well. Now we have the clean out, which I believe is on the right hand side. We're going to take a look real quick. I'm going to pause for a moment. Okay, we located this area, and it is right in the driveway area on the right hand side of the house, and now we're coming up to the lateral. And you can see right here it has numbers on it, and this is the sewer liner. Okay, we have ABS plastic to here. Now we have a sewer liner, which is in more than likely from what we can see. You can see a little hump right there, not bad, but it is vitreous clay more than likely. And that one as well, you can see just a little bit of a hump, not terrible. They were offset a little bit, and that's normal for vitreous clay. Trying to just look at the numbers. I believe it's a 5 mil liner from what I can see, 4.9 mil. So it is a 5 mil liner. You see it's holding some water a little bit right there. It's holding a little tiny bit of water right here because there was such an offset. And we're going to try and push through this area. You can see where it's offset, where it went over a big hump, and at the top it's raised up. But the liner does cover that. So far we haven't seen any root penetrations or anything else. We don't know when this liner was put in, but there is a huge tree next to the sewer line. Another joint. And we're going out to the city sewer in the street, pushing out toward there. So far I haven't seen any major blisters or bubbles in the liner. The liner was put in pretty decently. It looks like, I can't tell if that's part of the liner at the end that was just ripped a little bit, and that's not adhered real well, possibly right at the edge. See on the camera monitor at about the 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock area. You have to be very careful. You cannot put a snake down here with blades, or you will tear this all up. And it looks like we go from a liner. We have the liner, and then we have no liner. It looks like it's ripped. Looks like it's ripped. We have no liner. Now we have a liner again. And then we're going out to the city sewer. We have major root intrusion at the edge of the saddle fitting. That's the saddle fitting, and that is the homeowner's responsibility. And that's the city sewer right there. They pull back a little bit. I said you can see that's shifted quite a bit. We do have major root intrusion in that joint, and they would at least need a top hat liner put in through the city sewer, and that would have to be hydrojetted and cleaned and put a top hat liner that laps over this liner. But we do have the other area back, I believe about 5 feet, we're going to pull back after, where something happened. I don't know what, but it goes from having a liner to being ripped a little bit, and then there is no liner. So they might have cut that out somehow, and that's not that's not really good and secure in there to keep this line from having problems. So we're going to pause for a moment. Okay, we're going to locate this out in the street. So we're going to pause for a moment. Okay, we located this area in the street at approximately 9 foot 6 inches deep, and we marked it with a pink dot of paint. I'm going to go ahead and pull back now and just get to this area that's torn in the liner. Yeah, that liner's torn. So we're going to locate this area now, also in the street. It's not that far back from the saddle. We're going to pause for a moment. Okay, we marked this area at approximately 7 foot 4 inches deep. We're going to push back into where we have the roots right at the city sewer saddle fitting.
So they stopped with the liner just before.
Yeah.
So here, this is the liner,
right?
right?
That's the liner, and it's kind of wrinkled up here.
Yeah.
It's not.
So yeah, the liner was put in, I think, 2023. So
Okay.
3 years ago.
Do they have paperwork? Do they know who did it and all that?
I have something. Do I have that? Let me see. They send us all the reports.
A lot of these companies, every 2-3 years, they get so many lawsuits against them because of things, and they won't warranty things, so they change names. I don't know who it is. It might be somebody reputable.
Maybe we don't have anything. I only have foundation. Drain service. Right. How did I find this? Okay, 1 second.
Okay, no, take your time.
Come
Take your
on.
time. I know how that is.
I hate these things here. And then it's so small and I can't see anything.
I'm going to pause our mic for a moment. Okay, we've gone over everything here where we have roots growing into the saddle area, and it's offset pretty good. And we've also gone over this area where the liner was torn. It was torn pretty good. Somebody, I don't know what they might have done. They might have run a snake through it. I have no idea. But it's torn really badly right there. So the liner is compromised. So we're going to pull back now. We're going to pull back about 10 feet. And we're going to mark the area with a pink dot of paint, which we're probably still out in the street, I believe. I'm going to pause right here and mark this. Okay, I marked out this area in the street at about 6 foot 1 inches deep. Now we're pulling back to the clean out, which we just marked. It's going to be an ABS clean out. That's our clean out. We mark that. Now we're going to pull back about another 10 feet. Okay, we're right at about 58 feet. I'm going to pause and mark this area. Okay, we marked this area at the back of the house in the driveway area at approximately 2 foot 7 inches deep. I'm going to pull back about 10 feet from here. We've already looked at the line. Okay, you're going to pause right there and mark this. Okay, we marked this area in the driveway at approximately 2 feet deep. You'll pull back another 10 feet. You'll pause right there for a moment, mark this area. Okay, we marked this area in the driveway at approximately 1 foot 7 inches deep. We're in the ABS plastic. You're going to continue to pull back. We're making our turn. We're going to mark it right after our turn. I'm going to pause here and mark this area. Okay, we're going to pull back another 10 feet. We wanted to go past the wooden deck. We didn't want to mark up the wooden deck. Okay, we're going to pause and mark this area. Okay, we marked this area out, and it's next to the column that's painted the same color as the house, and that's adjacent to the water heater. And that area is at about 7 inches deep. Now we're pulling back, and we're going to pull back and up and out of our clean out. We don't need to mark any other areas. We've marked the entire line of where it would go. And that will conclude our video sewer line inspection. Thank you.